Broadcast TV. My name is Matilda, and I have with me today Charlie. What's up, Doc?
Hello, Matilda. Great to be here and ready to go. Glad you brought me here today to talk about the firing of Jenkins right before the playoffs. That is insane.
I agree, it's always sad to see a coach get fired, but Grizzlies were 8-12 since the All-Star break each of the last 6 games under Taylor Jenkins. But your reaction when you heard about this is...
Well, I think you're judged by what you do in the postseason. And because of that, I think that there were a lot of question marks about how they were able to move forward after All-Star break. You look, they were sting pretty going in All-Star, number 2 in the West, playing absolute great basketball.
Bree, sometimes when you're not getting through to your team, it's better to make a change now than to wait. And there's nothing against Coach Jenkins. I don't know what's going on in the locker room, but it just seemed like something was wrong with Memphis. They can't change their stars. They can't change the way that they're playing, so they got to change something.
Grizzlies this year against teams under 500, they're 32 and 9 teams over 500. They're 11 and 19 the last 7 years of Taylor Jenkins, 1 playoff series wins, and a few where they were the 2 seed. So that is tough. And then there is a lot of expectations about this Elo guy and the system that he could bring in. So maybe it is an audition.
Yeah, I get. But I think it's interesting because when you talk about coaches, in the NBA, Taylor Jenkins was always somebody that got mentioned in the list. He's a phenomenal coach, and I don't think that this is any way judging him. And you see guys in the NBA that are great players that are just bad fits for certain teams. And I just feel like, to some extent, when you've been with an organization for 5 years, and it seemed as if they were not headed in the right direction, and I think that, this is an organization that had to make a decision of going into the future to keep your superstars happy. How much longer can you keep Jaren, Morant, and Bane together? How much is that experience costing, and how far will this team go?
I get it. It's like something that's been lingering, then all of a sudden pull the trigger. So I think when they fired all of Jenkins' staff last year and kept him, that was a sign. The question though, why now? And apparently they don't want to settle, so we'll just have to wait and see what the new coach does.
On that note, we're going to end this segment and move on to the next.